Hey, Iceer here. Like last year, after Nintendo sent out their year in review thing, I thought I would just show some of what I've been playing off camera. Um, so we'll, of course, start with Nintendo's year in review. My top game this year was Rune Factory 5. It's a farming sim. I really liked Rune Factory 4. I think I prefer Rune Factory 4 over this. That is 4S, also on the Switch. I haven't played the original RF4. I guess I called it a farming game, but I'm pretty sure the combat tutorial happens first. It's very tilted towards the action RPG side of it. It's not like that good in our action RPG, but it's definitely better than Stardew Valley at the combat. So yeah, that's that. Pokemon Legends Arceus, I probably don't have to say too much about. It's a Pokemon game. I think I preferred it over Scarlet Violet. Um, kind of wish there was a bit more with like actually actively dodging Pokemon attacks and things. Like they had that with the boss fights, but it wasn't really relevant against wild Pokemon because if they saw you, you just need to either engage them in a real battle or get out. Um, so yeah, Warriors game. It's good casual beating things up. Not much else to say. I played the Golden Deer route. Yellow Lion. No, yeah, Golden Deer. I almost said Yellow Lions, like correcting myself. That's not even a faction. But I don't remember what the actual route name was because they've got like their, it's not the name of the faction. Anyway, that's enough. Splatoon 3. It's the third Splatoon. I have very little to say there other than that, like it's good again. I'm getting a little more into the multiplayer side of things. I haven't really done that a ton with the previous Splatoon games. Kirby. Pokemon, it's more Pokemon. Atelier Ryza, it's, I believe, one of the more casual Atelier games. I was pretty much the worst alchemist possible. But I mean, it is a turn-based RPG, and you can almost play it like that's what it's about. Until you get to the end of the game and you do not meet the minimum alchemist level required to craft the final story crafting recipe. Yeah, might want to do some alchemy if you play an Atelier game. Mario Maker 2, I got kind of back into because of the 0% project, trying to clear all the uncleared levels in the game. I'm not that good, so I of course had to try to pick off some of the easier ones. But that was some good fun for a bit while I waited for, I think actually Kirby is what derailed me from this. I have it sorted by playtime, not by month that I played them in. Picross. Who doesn't like Picross, right? No, I mean, it's a puzzle. You match the numbers, you make the pictures. I don't know if I can really explain the appeal of Picross, but it's got my 3 years of play badge. It's my only one that is in this category. Looking over at my other monitor to make sure I'm actually capturing the right region of the screen. And I also got back into Ring Fit this year. I kind of had a shoulder injury for a while, and then like that of course got me out of Ring Fit. And then I went to physical therapy last year, and then I finally started playing Ring Fit again in like October. So yeah, that's the Nintendo side of things. And then on Steam, let's see, there's no real good way to sort by like everything I played this year. And of course some things were played on camera. But I think the first major game of the year for me was Enchanted Cave 2. Pretty much just a numbers go up sort of game. You have to be careful not to actually die, but you just use the wings and then you don't die. Not actually a whole lot of depth to the gameplay, to be honest. But I had fun with it. I beat Darksiders 3. I then uninstalled it, so that's why it's gray over here, but It was definitely the most Dark Souls out of all Darksiders games. Then I played two highly music-based dodging games, Everhood and Ineffable Tale of the Inexpressible Divine Moments of Truth, and Just Shapes and Beats. I considered putting both of these on camera. I could see doing either one if people are interested. Everhood, it's got some quirky characters and clever dialogue. You might be tempted to compare it to Undertale, but then it's not actually like Undertale. Yeah, I shouldn't explain that remark further. Let's move on. I didn't actually play Ghost Runner. It was on Humble Choice. I probably should play Ghost Runner. It seemed pretty cool. I did try Scourgebringer, and you can see the playtime's not very big. It's a roguelite that is really hard. And it made me remark to my housemate, I should play something easy like Dark Souls. So then I beat Dark Souls. Yeah, okay. I know that I crushed the capture a little so that I wouldn't capture the edges of the browser, so I wanted to make sure I actually got the achievement in the camera. Played a couple other roguelites for a bit that I picked up on sale, but I didn't play much Skull because it was confusing me with my Rogue Legacy 2 buttons. Played a bit more Curse of the Dead Gods. I didn't actually beat the final temple. I didn't even beat all the tier 3 temples. I think I beat tier 3 on the left. Maybe I should return to this game. It's kind of like Hades a bit, except for there's no plot besides what you get from the like monster manual entries. But if you enjoy like rolling and slashing and stuff, I mean, here's another roguelite once you've had enough Hades. Played some Shapes. That was, I think, another Humble Choice one that came up. It sure was casually putting shapes into a thing. And then, I don't think I ever figured out how to make one of the, like, advanced shapes that's actually, like, important. I think I did make the rocket. I think there's an achievement for that. Yeah, it was some other important shape. It just gets really complex with like needing to stack things on layers that it would fall if you don't do shenanigans, and I didn't really get into that part of it. Like, and here we have the part of the year where I went back through Humble Choice and actually downloaded things but didn't play them. Oh, yeah, I finished Yakuza 2 though. It was okay. I think most of the people that play it are in for the plot. And I mean, the plot was good, but I like there to be gameplay that I like alongside it, and something about the combat just didn't work for me. Let's see. Played some RoboQuest. It's alright. I mean, it's kind of like Gunfire Reborn, but robots. I think I prefer Gunfire Reborn, but I don't think I could actually explain why. I guess I just think that the upgrades are a little more interesting. RoboQuest, I think it's a lot of statistical upgrades. That's not even true. I don't know. I guess this one's still in early access too. It could get better by a lot. Yeah, I beat Ori. Ori 2, that is. I've never played the first one, but I've watched a complete playthrough of it. Didn't feel like I was missing out on lore because I've seen the lore. Funny how that works. Yeah, I think. Oh yeah, I played a ton of Gemcraft recently. It's a tower defense game. So yeah, bit of everything on the off-camera gameplay of the Clyseer. Yeah, I don't have any grand conclusions here, but that's what I've been playing. Yeah.